Downriver from the roar of the mighty Niagara, gentle waves caress a peaceful shoreline. The Native Americans depended on this lake. They marveled at its beauty and called it Handsome Lake. It was the gateway to the Western world and was controlled by the French. That would change as a British force of 2,200 men and 900 friendly Iroquois Indians took siege of Fort Niagara in July of 1759.
Senecas in this part of the state were aligned with fairly much with the British. Some were still trying to negotiate with the French for trade and stuff like that. But most of the Indians in this part of the state were aligned to the British.
My name is Major Kemmer. I am the division commander of the colonies, and we're here at Fort Niagara. This is a key fortress in taking the French. We have a three-pronged expedition going on for the British this year. One is going to the north, one is going to the west, and another is going up to the east to Louisbourg. If we take this one, then we can get onto the lakes. We can make it all the way to Quebec and to Montreal, and then eventually we'll go into the Ohio Valley and take that too. Lake Ontario is very key on this. It's one of the largest areas with Fort Niagara here and with the Niagara River, and then we can get on and we can portage. We need this for transportation. Eventually, hopefully, if we need to, we'll build battleships on the lake as well.
So again, a very strategic location here. You can control this. You control this part of the lake here. You guys are willing to make an all-out effort?
This will be an all-out effort. We will control the area by controlling Lake Ontario.
Prepared to use that?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
We're going to get us some scalps, some French widows today. Today's the day. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's the gateway to the rest of the continent. Without Niagara, there's no way to get in here.
So you control Niagara?
You control the continent.
Control the continent. You guys are prepared to do whatever it takes here?
Well, we're not to go home without it.
You guys left a lot to come here, right?
We left families, farms, to protect the frontier. Huron raiding parties, Huron French raiding parties coming through here. Got to get out and drive them out. The only way to do that is control Niagara. The lake was the access from Mohawk River. Come up through Lake Otsego, get into Ontario. Once you get on Ontario, you can get into the Great Portage. And once you control Ontario, Lake Ontario, you control that access. And here in Niagara, all that shipping coming down from Quebec, Montreal, everything can come this way now.
It's hard to envision, but it's at Gateway of the West here, right?
It is, absolutely. We're moving out, sir.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Godspeed.
They'll try to get within about 50 yards of the enemy and then deliver a deadly volley into his ranks. Of course, all the while they're exposed to the same kind of counter fire. The British have overwhelmed the Place d'Armes.
Three cheers are sounded as the conquering British forces overtake the French garrison. A British honor guard marches into the fort to claim it as their own.
The French guards are relieved and the British guards posted. The British would hold Fort Niagara until 1796, when it was turned over to the United States by treaty.
I spent time at the hotel in Lewiston, New York. I spent I spent time at the hotel in Lewiston. Mary and the children, and at times, and myself and the children and Mary, we visited Niagara Falls. And especially during the times we enjoy, like the tightrope walkers and things. And I've always attributed tightrope walkers as to the politics, you know, like some of the politicians in Washington didn't know which side they were going to fall, you know, and they just kept walking that thin line, you know. And so I always, sometimes I would attribute the tightrope walkers for that, you know.
So what were your impressions upon first time you viewed Ontario here looking towards Canada?
Well, when I first time I seen the Niagara River, I wondered where all that water came from, and I wondered where it was all going, you know. That was one of my comments on that, you know. And it was always fascinated me, you know, Niagara Falls in itself, you know. It's a very important part of the United States, you know.
Well, thank you, sir.
We have the 5 Great Lakes, and if you ever wonder how to remember them all, just think of the word Holmes, H-O-M-E-S, you know. If you remember the word Holmes, you got all 5 Great Lakes under your belt, you know.
That help you remember them? Or?
Oh, sure, any little thing helps as far as the memory goes, you know, like that. But you got to stop and think now, sir. I'm 192 years of age, you know. Your memory tends to fade after a while, you know, a little bit, you know. 192.
But you have good memories up here in Ontario, or?
I enjoy being up here, and I know I've been here before, and I just enjoy the crowds, the people, and I think most of these people are Republicans, you know.
We hope so.
I hope so, too.
Thank you, sir.
Well, my pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I would say that since our nations were very young, since Canada and the United States were very young, the Great Lakes have been viewed as a natural wonder, clearly an unparalleled resource, giving those of us who have been blessed by geography to view this as part of the natural treasure that enhances our states. It's also been a sign of economic progress and a source of progress, and also a matter of mutual interest and concern. There is more pressure every single day, given this abundance of a very precious water supply, inasmuch as we have 20% of the world's fresh water on our shores, to divert it, to sell it, to withdraw it. And clearly it's been an even more pressing issue in the past couple of years, as there have been actual attempts to do just that. So the challenges we face as Great Lakes governors and premiers clearly do not stop at the water's edge. We govern thirsty communities, and we manage hungry economies. We must navigate far-flung issues such as world trade and the global ecosystem. But by signing the Charter Annex, we jointly declare that this group, the governors and the premiers, are up to the task, and we have only the best interest of our Great Lakes, this most precious resource, at heart.
With the recognition that the protection of the Great Lakes cannot be done single-handedly, our predecessors started the Council of Great Lakes Governors. Through aggressive actions that continue today, the lakes are clean, our children can safely swim, and the fishing and recreation industries have rebounded. But managing the resource is an ongoing process, and one that we, the Great Lakes governors and premiers, must pursue collaboratively. Our Great Lakes provide us with an ample and potentially enduring supply of our most fundamental need, water. The lakes also provide the citizens of the region with an identity. The Great Lakes Charter Annex provides us with a roadmap and a set of basic principles to follow as we live up to our responsibilities to protect, conserve, restore, and improve our precious natural resource and vital asset. The course we pursue through signing the Charter Annex today will ultimately ensure that the lakes will be available for our citizens' use and enjoyment far into the future.
When you think of the history of New York, it's the Erie Canal that led to Lake Erie, and then ultimately the Barge Canal to Lake Ontario, that had a profound impact not just on the communities along the canals, but on New York City and our entire state and our entire country. It's now our turn to make sure that these great national and international resources are protected as we enter the 21st century. And what Governor Taft was saying earlier, I think, is absolutely right. No one state can do it alone. No one province can do it alone. That's why it's important that this council meet and work cooperatively to have our joint efforts, yes, at economic development, but also at preserving and enhancing the environment and the water quality in the Great Lakes.
What's most important is we're working with each other. We're committing to a common agreement that will shape all of our future decisions. And it is through cooperation, through adhering to a binding agreement, through sharing key environmental principles, that we're much stronger together than any one of us could possibly be separately. So Ontario very much looks forward to working with all of our partners towards a permanent and a binding agreement that we believe is very, very important for two countries, and certainly significantly important for 8 states and 2 provinces. And I'm delighted to be here and delighted to sign.
By the way, and after my morning reflection along the lake, I have decided that provided you let the water flow downstream, the cleaner the better, we will settle permanently and you can keep the fort.
Therefore, this charter annex is unanimously supported by all the members and the premiers and ready to be fully executed, which we are going to do now.
Well, today we've got some fish that are being delivered to the Niagara River Anglers Association Pen Project here in Youngstown, New York. These fish came from the Salmon River Hatchery in Altmar, New York, so it's a long distance travel over the thruway to get here. We've got about 75,000 Chinooks and 10,000 steelhead for the Pen Project here.
Talk a little bit about that project. A lot of volunteers make this happen, huh?
A lot of volunteerism involved with the project. Niagara River Anglers Association initiated the project to do the pen rearing in order to improve the survival and imprinting of these young trout and salmon.
Is it making a difference in the lake now, can you tell? Or?
Well, we can't tell if it's making a difference yet because we've got some evaluation work to be done starting this summer and this fall. So the first year's worth of tagged fish or marked fish from this particular study will be available to us this summer and fall, and we'll be looking at them then.
By holding them over like this, what it does is imprints them to the Niagara River waters, and so that when they go out to the lake and they're out there for the 3 to 5 year period, when they come back, they'll come back and run up our Niagara River instead of going back to where their hatchery was. And they got the Pratt bars, what they call the Pratt bars on the sides. And as we hold them here for the period, the Pratt bars will start to vanish and they'll start getting more silvery. That's when we know it's time for them to be released. When you feed them, you drop the food down in the top of the nets and the water just comes alive and they just boil. Yeah. It's just like the water is actually boiling.
A reflection maybe on it?
We feed them 5 times a day, 7 days a week. We feed them at 7 in the morning, 11, 1, 4, and 7 at night. And then they rest all night, and then we come back and start the feeding again the next day.
What do you feed them?
It's regular fish hatchery food that they give us in small pellets. And as it hits the water, it slowly softens up, and it's real palatable too for them. And it's got cod liver oil in it, and it's a high-protein food for them.
They things come alive, huh?
Yes. Oh, the water just boils. And after a week, the first couple of days are kind of skittish because they're changing into a new setting. But then after that, they get used to the pens and that. And when you actually walk down the docks, you'll see the fish start to get actually excited.
It truly is a wonderful volunteer effort. I can't say enough about the enthusiasm and the commitment that's been shown here by the Niagara River Anglers Association volunteers today. It's been a great project and a lot of fun for me to work with.
These guys making a difference in them?
They truly are making a difference. If all of our clubs were as active as this one, we'd be in excellent shape. So.
And again, about how many fish did you bring here today?
There were about 75,000 Chinook salmon and about 10,000 steelhead rainbow trout.
Steelhead.
Steelhead.
Like a rainbow trout?
Okay, that's a trout?
Yep, rainbow trout.
Put that a little bit this way. There you go. And how old are they?
Right now they're probably 6 weeks old.
Okay, have they looking good to you there?
They're looking perfect, yep. What we're doing here is we're releasing 75,000 Chinook salmon after they've gone through the smoldering stage, which is their imprinting stage. And we're also releasing 10,000 steelhead into the Niagara River.
Why do you guys do this?
Hopefully they'll imprint into the waters of the Niagara River and return every year to this exact spot. Similar to what you do with a goose. If you raise a goose in a certain area, it would return to the same area. The same idea with Chinook salmon and steelhead.
Will they find a nice home here, you think?
They'll find a fantastic home. Probably the Niagara River is probably one of the best freshwater fisheries in the world.
What's the next step for these fish?
The next step is on the Chinook salmon. We should see those next year as jacks out in the lake. In other words, they'll be 8 to 10 pounds. In 3 years, they'll be returning into the river, probably as big teenagers or 18 to 20-pound fish. And in 4 years, they'll be 30 to 40-pound fish. Highly successful at this. Get your fishing rods ready. This is the place to be.
Welcome to the Niagara River, fishies.
Explain the scene down here.
Well, there's about 25 charters. There's about 32 altogether. 25 are in charter, plus I must have put 22 boats in thus far. Yeah. And the boats are still coming in. This is the biggest day so far.
Biggest day you've
thus far, right. The salmon are running, and the kings are running, and they're doing real good down here.
See a lot of people from
all over, from Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Virginia.
Yeah.
They're all up here.
I'll talk about the captains here. They
charter captains?
Yeah.
They're all very good. You know, all very good charter captains. You can take your pick at a lot of them, and they're all good.
Yeah.
All good men. And they'll help you out in any way they can. Yeah.
So kind of people make this an annual thing. A lot of
this
people,
is the peak season for salmon. And this will end up next week, and then the kings will come in.
Yeah.
And there's good fishing here all year round.
You look forward to this trip every year?
Oh yeah, this is one of the best fishing times now. You get the real nice foliage, and the river's nice, and camaraderie is a big thing down here.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the fishermen, they respect each other, and you'll see if we hook into the big salmon, the boats will get out of your way and let you fight them.
Oh yeah.
Along the river. I haven't seen too many inconsiderate fishermen up here. It's all a camaraderie thing, you know.
So you got a lot of good memories about the lake?
Oh, a lot of real good memories. The last time I was up here, I had 3 in a boat by 9:30. But my other buddy, he didn't get one that day. But I let him reel in my second one though, because my forearms are killing me from the first one.
Catching fish. Where are you guys from? You from the area?
Ohio, Youngstown, Cleveland,
Richmond, Virginia.
We have anglers come in here from actually the entire country, but at the world even. We have Europeans come here and fish, and people from the West Coast come here and fish because it's just such a diversity. We take out children that are patient enough to learn, and we take out CEOs of major corporations, and what we've seen a big growth in is not only women getting into more and more sport fishing, but also people that are time challenged. I mean, they're busy, professionals, doctors. They just can't get away, and we can give them a shortcut to the fish. They have a few hours, and we take them out. There's just such a unique experience to be had, whether you're in the river or in the lake, because of the size of the game fish and the times of the year. They're pretty much available all year round. It's a concerted effort between the federal government and the state, and also the province of Ontario to a lesser degree. They put stocked fish in to help supplement the restoration of native species, which are lake trout, Atlantic salmon, now sturgeon. They're very interested in sturgeon. Smallmouth bass and walleye are taken off a little bit on their own due to changing factors, greater clarity in the water and things like that. But it's the big king salmon, the big steelhead and brown trout, lake trout that bring in the tourists. That's really what they want to catch, and everything else on top of that is frosting.
Keep your rod up. He's going to get in those rocks. Rod up. All right, watch the prop. Watch the prop. Give it to me. Go on, I got it. Let me go right around the boat. He's still on, but okay. Grab it. Oh, you hit the free spool. Oh no. This is gonna be unbelievable. Hang on. Get the rod up. Keep the rod up. Gonna get you in those rocks. Get ready to reel like crazy. Reel. As fast as you can reel. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 George, go. Go, George! Go, George! Go, George! Get him, George!
I don't know. Watch the boat, watch the boat! No, I think he's still there.
Hang on to him, George! Get away!
Get the rod up, ready, go!
Get him, George! Reel, George! Reel!
Go, 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 go!
Go, George! Hang on, George, we'll get him! You're a bigger fish than he is, George!
Okay, watch the boat, we got him out of the rocks. Atta boy. Just keep the rod up, up.
And then try to keep this up. That boy's forearm gets screwed up. What you got there, George?
Fast as you can reel. Go, 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 go.
Go, reel, George, reel. Reel, George.
Watch it, he's gonna get near the boat. He's there. Keep the rod up on him, don't point it.
Keep real, George!
There we go. Now we're under control. Holy mackerel. You hooked him at the toughest spot you could have.
Oh, I hit him hit.
Oh.
I knew right away.
You sucker don't want to come up, do you? No, he's freaking big fish.
Play's the king. Play's the king, George. Got the king salmon on there, George. Hear that? Goodyear tires.
I'm getting ready to reel now because I'm going after him, yeah.
Ready to reel, George.
Lift, reel. He's back under the boat again. Let him run. This thing's nuts.
Yeah, that's a good fish. Excellent fish.
Keep the rod up on him. Here I go again. Going back after him. Lift, reel down. Lift, reel down to the water. Excellent. Nice and easy now. You might see the boat go one more time, Mike. Just stay right out to the edge in case it goes under.
Big fish.
Very good. Just keep lifting them up slow with the rod.
Oh, we're tired. Bring forward.
Very good. Come up smooth, reel down to the swivel. Slowly lift. Big fish. Beautiful fish. Look at your line, it's all abraded. So be real gentle. Lift, reel down to the water. Okay, I'm going after him again. Just keep taking the line up. He's gonna try to go under the boat a little bit. Lift. Excellent. Lift, reel down to the water. It's not giving you anything? If you come up? That's it. Lift, reel down. He's pretty tuckered out, but there's a lot of current here. Excellent. Nice and easy. Now, you don't want to get caught pointing the rod when he takes off, okay? Keep the rod up. Nice and smooth when you lean back. One more run. Doing great, George.
Yeah, you are, George. Dang it, everybody.
You're probably the heaviest current in the river right here. Watch the bottom of the boat. That's it. Right there is where the swivel is, where the weeds are. That's it. Nice and easy. Keep coming up. It's a giant. Keep lifting over your head with the rod. One of these times it won't do that. It'll just lay there, okay? Just keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting. Very good, keep lifting. Whatever you do, don't let up till I got it in the bag, because it'll fall 3 feet. Just keep coming up smooth. He's under the boat. Lift, 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 lift. Woo! Look at that baby, huh, George?
Man. Picture, buddy. You did a good job. You had to work that boat hard.
Look, he come off the hook right there in the net.
That's it. Look at George wet. You get a picture of that wet, George.
Good job. Oh. Wait a minute. George, stay right there, George.
What we come for, George?
Get your camera ready, John. Stand right here with me. Look at that. That fish is around 30 pounds.
Yeah.
You get in the picture. It's your fish. Come on.
Get in there, buddy.
Wait a minute. Just get the cover. Just get the cover. Ready? It's gonna wriggle. Got it? Don't hang it over the side or we'll lose it. It's gonna get the sun here in a second. Stand back.
All right, John. I've tuckered out already. Got it? Okay.
Beautiful.
I gotta need a break.
And you got it. That is a big one.
Over there,
big salmon. Jumping.
What a fish.
That is a big hen salmon.
Female?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The teeth. They only develop these teeth on the spawning run.
I've been telling them about this place. Last time I come up, I got 3 of them myself, and it's just such a thrill. I kept telling him about it and so finally he got the experience. I even told him on the way up, I said, hey, if I hook into one first, let me hand you the pole and let you experience what this fish is like. That's why they call it the king. And he said, oh, no. I said, okay, then you get your own. Sure enough, he got a nice one. Beautiful fish.
Hear ye, on December 2nd, the year of our Lord, 2001.
Several years ago, the village of Lewiston applied for, it's called an iced tea grant. And we were fortunate to receive the funds in order to do this streetscape project. It entails the brick walkway. We did the main street over the street. We narrowed it down, making it more pedestrian friendly. We added the street lamps and several of the fences you see and all the garden work and the several new parks that were added was through this iced tea grant that we received. We spent $2.7 million total to enhance the village of Lewiston, and it has really helped us as far as tourists coming into Lewiston. It has increased tourist trade tremendously here in the village of Lewiston. We're very pleased with what has happened, and I'm sure the people are pleased as well because you see the smiles on their faces as you walk up and down the street. That's what we're trying to do in Lewiston, is preserve what we have, play up on our history, and move forward.